Alright, what are we doing? Ghostbusters. Bloody Ghostbusters. Now, no doubt you've already made up your mind as to whether or not you're going to see this movie. And for everyone, I'm sure that comes down to a different factor, whether it be the director, the cast, love of the original, disappointment for the sequel. I don't know. I just don't know. Everyone's unique. Everyone seems to have an opinion. Some people shout their opinion at others on social media. And that's okay, I guess. They're within their rights to do that. What really hasn't helped this movie along, though, is the clips that have been released. I've been one of the people that's been like, hey, come on, it might be good. Maybe we should see. Let's just all wait and have a look. Those trailers did this movie no favors. Of course, trailers for Paul Feig movies are always weirdly terrible. I don't know what that's about. His style of comedy maybe isn't designed to be chopped up into 2-second one-liners and visual gags. So this movie, the third Ghostbusters movie, comes to us in the form of a reboot that reintroduces us to the Ghostbusters in modern-day New York, where to everybody, they are an entirely new concept. All this I'm sure you're aware of. This is not a sequel. It's a completely new story. The way that Batman v Superman isn't connected to The Dark Knight, or Robot Cop isn't connected to the other robot cop. They are different robot cops. Anyways, is this film total crap? Well, I wish I had more of a passionate response either way, but at the end of the day, I can't really muster up enough love or hate that a lot of people seem to be giving this movie. On the whole, I liked the new cast. There's a strong dynamic, and it seems like they had a good time working together. There are also some genuinely funny interactions. The best moments usually come from Kate McKinnon's Holtzman, though I never really got the sense that they're real in the way that the original team felt that way. You know, just all grimy and smoking and swearing. They're more like exaggerated versions of actual people. You know, kind of a cartoonish quality to them, which is no doubt intentional, so I can't really fault that. Chris Hemsworth, also great. He's got a couple of standout moments. I especially enjoyed his interview for the Ghostbusters receptionist. And although the special effects are a little too much at times, the actual practical stuff, the weapons and traps and such, are really something. They've clearly looked at what the first two movies did and thought, hey, how can we up that? And from that, we get some really interesting ghost-busting toys. On the topic of special effects though, this goes all out and not always in a good way. There's parts of this movie that's just a neon nightmare. And I never really thought the new ghost designs were all that interesting or even terrifying. And look, I know the idea for this movie was to start fresh, but I think it would have been more interesting to build off the existing lore from 30 or so years ago than leave all that stuff alone aside from the occasional wink or nod. As far as what else I didn't enjoy, I don't know, it just kind of goes along and I'm thinking, yep, this is a movie. This is a movie I'm watching. That's a pretty funny joke. Hey, you know what? This could be a lot worse, but you know, it's okay. This is all fine. It's fine. As a movie, it's fine. Look, at the end of the day, this doesn't matter. I don't know why people are scratching each other's eyes out over this. None of this matters. This film will probably be more remembered for the shitstorm surrounding it than the movie itself. Is it better than the first one? No. Is it better than the second one? I mean, probably. I haven't seen it in ages. I actually quite like that movie though. Most likely because I saw that one before I saw the first, and I was like, oh my god, this is all new and amazing to me. And I'd imagine if you've never seen a Ghostbusters movie, then this new one will feel the same. But if you really hate the idea of a Ghostbusters reboot, well, that means that you're anti-women and you're sexist. Nah, not really. If you do hate the idea of this reboot, I'm gonna say this movie probably isn't good enough to turn you around on it. So I guess I'm giving this a best movie ever. It's not terrible. Like I said, there's some good jokes. It's fine. It's fine. And if you're like, what? How could you give this the best movie ever? Well, let me explain the nuance of my rating system. Everything you need to know is actually just behind this Ghostbusters symbol. Let me just, hang on. I just gotta work out how to move it. But what did you think of Ghostbusters? This one. And if you're not interested in seeing it, I'd love to know why. But also, without everybody being terrible to each other in the comments. That'd be really cool. Also in this video, believe it or not, or you may have noticed, I've hidden seven specifically, Ghostbusters Easter eggs linked to the first two films. The original team actually has one each, and there are 3 others. I've tried to make some of these a little harder this time, but of course, you don't have to find them. You can in fact do something else. Anything else. That of course means you're a quitter, and if you can live with that, you know that's good for you. Okay, here's some other videos you might like, sci-fi twists or something, I don't know. Also this Monday on my podcast, The Weekly Planet, we're talking in depth the new Ghostbusters. The good, the bad, all of it. Where does it fall down? Where does it succeed? As well as all the big Star Wars Celebration news. How very exciting. All those things are also linked there or below. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Take care.